Good morning, good day to everybody, wherever you are in the world today. Secure your perimeters, fire up those engines, and wake up the truth. Welcome to Kinetic News Daily. And it's kinetic, and it's getting kinetic out there all the time. This is Wednesday, June 3rd. If you want the real data, it's right here. So let's get into it. A massive technical failure, if you will, has just crippled the state main digital tax collection revenue process network, completely freezing millions of dollars in transactions. Officials are scrambling behind the scenes, not wanting to let the word out, but early reports indicate catastrophe, catastrophic banking system. Here we go. This is going to lead us right into the digital. Here we go. The data corruption, it's just untangling everywhere. It's the ledger blackouts preventing commercial clients from accessing their funds. Institutions are publicly claiming that routine maintenance glitches is what's the cause of it. Now we know that that's not true, but independent data shows us that massive spikes in the synchronized server drops everywhere. Does this have anything to do with the power outages? I don't know. Does it have anything to do with the data centers? I haven't heard anything about it, but I haven't heard anything that it wasn't either. Uh, the deep state cyber trap, a heavy redacted document leaked from the cybersecurity infrastructure suggests that simultaneous outages are not accidental. The data implies the system is actively being tested or testing a digital kill switch themselves to see how quickly the public panics. It's a psyop reaction, is what they're saying. And they want to see how fast it spreads. They want to see the people's reactions and the insanity thereof. Not like we need any more insane things going on these days. But the local commerce is choking it off. So you can take for that what you will. It sounds like business as usual, actually. They're causing the problem and waiting for your reaction so they can give you a solution to that problem. They caused the problem. Lucky for us, they got a solution. They just need to wait for the people themselves to bitch, moan, cry, scream loud enough about it. And then they'll say, okay, okay, throw their hands up like they are going to help you, when in fact they're just going to make things worse, no doubt. That is the track record that they hold. The CBDC preparation phase, this would be the central bank digital currency there. Wall Street insiders are warning of engineered instability is being used as the perfect cover to justify the immediate implantation of the digital currency system. In other words, back to they cause the problem, they create it, they expose it after they create it, and then they have the solution for this problem right there ready to go, pull it right off the shelves, and we're good to go. So they want the public begging for the government, as I say and have said, begging for the government controlled digital ledger. So what everybody's against for so long, now all of a sudden they're going to welcome it, want it, and beg for it to come into play because of all the problems being caused. Not to mention the Federal Bank Reserve is being taken down. This is what's happening. That's what the switch is between the federal bank reserve currency dollar as you know it to the digital currency system, which is a far different Ponzi scheme. I'm going to call it what it is. It's not anything good. Certainly not when it's controlled by so many different people that is out of the will of the people's control. So we're going to basically get whatever we get handed. And all we can hope is this handing off is going to be a digitally good one and not going to devastate us in our children's future totality. I referred to the Hunger Games before, and I'll kind of stick to that. But the globalists tracking the timeline, according to the International Monetary White Papers, the establishment has accelerated its timeline to completing the phase out physical cash reserves by the end of next year. This is the direct trap designed to track every single penny and control it all. If it's digitally in there, then it's controlled by them. The flip of the switch, you're done. Flip of the switch, you disappear. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I am saying, yeah, that is absolutely an option on the table. And you know, they don't open these doors unless they plan on walking through them eventually. So, no matter how much they put sugar and frosting on top of it. Anyway, a single keystroke will wipe that out, and we all know that. So, the Insider Shield protocols. While the ordinary citizens are being locked out of their accounts, leaked financial registries show that elite politicians, political insiders, quietly move massive amounts of capital into hard assets last week. So this is a heads up. They knew the digital grid grind of the grid, let's put it, the grind of the grid, because that's what it is. And they're going to grind everything to a halt, and that's going to force everybody the other way. Was going to take a hit, and they shielded themselves, is what they did. And the public, we were exposed. That's just the way it goes. Nancy Pelosi didn't make all those millions just because she's a good senator. Anyway, the supply chain reaction, because modern retail distribution logistics rely entirely on the digital payment processing gate, shipping hubs all around everywhere are reporting service delivery delays. Trucks are being held at state lines, basically automated electronic logging systems cannot verify the fuel or the cargo manifests. And that is going to be once that traffic jam stops, it just goes all the way back. The only way to undo it is wipe it all out. So the black market rush is the direct result of the grid freeze. Local communities across the country are completely bypassing the banks and turning to alternative trade networks, silver, physical commodities, direct barter system, that's coming back. Historic reinsurgent of the people realizing that the digital matrix is completely, at best, fragile. At best, it's fragile. So, the day on the war, one war plan, anyway, Do not wait for the evening news, whenever that is, or the flash on your cell phones to tell you the digital banking system is taking over. I've been saying this a long time. Um, be ready for it. Know it's coming. And when it does come, they're not going to give anybody a heads up. You're going to go to bed one night after your check is deposited and your rent is due Monday or Tuesday. And when you go to bed Friday, you wake up Saturday and everything's changed. I'm looking at as a reset of something similar to the 1933 reset. So just admit it's coming, and the bank doors are already locked and closed to everybody. And once digital, which has already happened, but AI takes everything over, then they're going to be in control. And that's just the way it is. So, just expect it and be ready for it. It's it's not all good coming down the road. It doesn't all have to be bad. It's all in how we see it and how we make it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. That's the hard data of the day. That's what we got for you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for standing with the independent media and supporting us. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, follow, help the channel out. It's Kinetic News Daily across the digital platforms. We're just getting started, so please leave your comments and help us out. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time. We're out.